John Reichard with Congressional Quarterly. I wondered if the panel could comment on how the outlook for exchanges will change with many more Republicans coming into the House, the Senate, and into governor's offices. Don't be shy, please.
So my comments will be nonpartisan, but first of all, I do think that some are more inclined to support health reform broadly than others. I think at the state level, we could see rules constructed around the exchange that would, for example, make it more enticing to purchase some plans off the exchange, which could result in adverse selection and higher cost on the exchange. My sense, though, is that the states will want to retain the control over the exchanges, and so that the state can develop an exchange consistent with its own vision, and that is true regardless of whether it's a Republican or a Democrat in a leadership position.
I'd like to respond a couple of ways to that question. First is the basic idea behind the exchange of managed competition is not a radical left-wing idea. It's an idea that comes out of basically out of free market advocacy groups, and that has been endorsed by them in the past. And the particular way in which it's shaped, I think, we'll see some states that red states taking one approach and blue states taking another approach. Maybe. I'd guess actually that there's just going to be a range of approaches. But to repeat what Joel said, this is one idea that I haven't seen a huge amount of resistance to in the states. I think that a lot of states think that the market, the non-group and the small group market are not working terribly well, and that this might be a good way to improve them. And again, I think the states will take various approaches. I think the statute contemplates that. The NAIC model certainly contemplates that. From everything I've heard from Joel Ario, HHS is open to a wide variety of approaches. So I don't think this is an idea that goes down November 3rd, depending on who wins the most state houses or seats in Congress. So anyway, I think this is a good idea, and it's going to be around.
Yeah, I'll just make a factual observation. I first heard of exchanges from a Republican legislator in Oregon back in 2003 who had a concept paper from Ed Hasselmeyer at the Heritage Foundation. I followed the idea for several years there as it made its way through the Heritage Foundation. They took credit for getting Governor Romney to support the idea in Massachusetts, and to date, the 3 states that have exchanges have all been led by Republican governors.